If I may say something, please. I'm Pastor McCoy. I've been sitting here taking in all that you all saying, and it's all true. We own property downtown that John Winter sold to us some 20 years ago. And he made a statement to me, it's going to come a time when black folks can't afford to live downtown Raleigh. It's true. And it's coming.
It's here.
We got low affordable housing. Those apartments over there by Shaw, we're fixing them up. A nice 3-bedroom apartment. We don't rent it for no $1,000. I'm trying to help my people.
That's right.
And all I tell them to do when you move in, help them take care.
That's right.
Make it, keep it clean.
That's right.
Don't just tear it up and tear it down.
That's
Because someone have to go up on your rent, and then you're going to move out somewhere where you can afford. We don't have to work together.
Yes.
We got to stop being jealous of one another.
That's right.
And we got to get on these black pastors too.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
preaching.
We got to get on them. It's more than your anniversary. I'm sorry, I'm tired of it. I've been in club here for 50 years. October, and here they come planning something last year for me and my wife anniversary. I said, I don't want that. I want you to do something for the people and for the community.
Amen.
Not me. I'm 76 years old. I don't know how much longer I got to live, but I want to see my people have something. I want to see my people accomplish something.
Thank you.
And if you're in business, and see if you'll tell you, I'm coming to help you out.
Amen. That's right. That's right.
When this place was open right here, look out, I brought my church all the way from out in the country to eat in this restaurant
Remember that.
That's right.
to encourage him. And that's what we got to do. See, everything may not look good this and here, but you got to come in and help make it look like
Make it
that.
look like something.
And if we work together and pray together for God, that we don't forget to
That's
pray.
right. That's right.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble ourselves, pray, seek his face, and turn from our wicked ways. God said, I'll hear from heaven, forgive you your sin, I'll heal your land. Let's do that, church. Let's do it. Church out black men. I'm looking around here and black people out here. It looks like church. Honestly, where's the black meal? If it wasn't for the black women in church, we would have a church.
Country would have a church.
Where are they going? I have to get up every Sunday morning and thank God for the women. I do. Because they keep the church going. And where are the men? Sitting somewhere looking at TV on the golf ball or riding a motorcycle. I remember times you couldn't even do that. You couldn't even go to the golf field. You better bring yourself back on the church.
That's right.
I'm talking to black men, eh? I don't care where I see them. I don't care how successful you think you are. Without Jesus, you're nothing.
That's right. Absolutely.
And Jesus said, without me, you can't do nothing. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Did you have something you wanted to say?
Sure. Let me just show you this right quick. Okay. Like Mrs. Wiggins, my roots are in Warren County. Still a farm there. We had it since 1899. Okay. Not letting that go. And like I told over there, I'm not ready to go home and fish yet. Okay. I lost kind of track of things because for years I sat on Harvard Street at Wake County Opportunities with Dorothy Nixon Allen Freeman. Okay. She told me good. Don't let these people have this neighborhood. She saw it coming 30 years ago. Okay? Now it's here. Now, you're from the city?
Yes, sir.
I spent all weekend long fighting with the city manager. There's nothing that the city can offer these people but some down payment assistance. What is that going to do when you have rushed into a neighborhood already and dispersed the people? Another thing I asked myself, I want to know who signed the permit to tear those houses down on South Park. Because Dorothy Nixon Allen Freeman and I rode to her in Atlanta and declared that neighborhood historic. Who tore it down? Who? Now, where is the money that's going to help people stay in their homes? Now, let me tell you something. Now I can speak on a personal level here. I had a business partner, and also Judge Stevens here in Raleigh, the Chief Justice, asked me to take over Slumlord's company on behalf of the people of Raleigh, North Carolina. And I did. People still call me Mr. Stanley. I'm not Mr. Stanley, I'm Mr. Fenner. But I turned that company completely around. And to get to this far here, the contractors I hired were poor upcoming contractors. And this man had 179 houses, and all of them were dumps. The first year I was there, I spent $10 million renovating his house. He couldn't stop me because it was an order from Judge Stevens. Okay, the next year, he said, you didn't spend enough money. He and I actually became good friends after a while, although he hated me. Just like Senator Jesse Helms. Once we got past the racial gap, you can ride down to Holly Springs now, and there's an apartment complex down there that says Dorothy Nixon Allen Manor. Because Jesse Helms was the only one who had the nerve enough to go on the Senate floor and ask for $4 million for a black organization on 567 Harvard Street in Raleigh, North Carolina. Now ride past there, and I don't even know what that sign says. Because they put everybody out, okay? They put the YWCA out. And by the way, let's get back to my house, which has been sold. I was in the Shenandoah Mountains visiting my children. My business manager sold the house from up under me, and the next day, a Greek, 29-year-old Greek gentleman named Luke Costanza from Dye Investments came and said, I own this house. I said, really? Really? Sold it from up under me. So now the city man, I'm going through all the steps. I'm going to be on this side of the fence first. Then I'm going on this side of the fence. On March 5th, I will be with the white folks at the Hilton because they invited me to tell me how to get $500,000 to flip houses, VIP seats. Why? Because they look down the list and they say, this man worked for Wake County Opportunities. Wait a minute, hold on. He went from there to the Obama administration. Now he's with the Obama Foundation. And he says, look real close, it says from Washington, D.C., look at this small print, it lives in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm a pastor too, pastor at Greater Pentecostal. I took time for God. Because that's where I am now. Ain't nobody gonna save this neighborhood no more but God. So we can sit here in these meetings like this and talk about pie in the sky. And over there in that neighborhood that you're representing now,
Yes, sir.
yes, the city manager told me, he said, that's going to be affordable housing. Now I said, really? Washington Terrace will be affordable housing? Aha. Well, it was already affordable housing. We spent millions of dollars on it years ago because it was also military housing in the 40s. My father was a general, General Alpha Federal. I know what it was over there. So now, it's great to have these little meetings and everything, but somebody better come with some money. They better come with some money quick. I've already called Ben Carson. I've already called Atlanta. And next, I'm going to call Mr. Barack Obama and the NAACP. Because this ain't going to happen on my watch, because we laid to rest Miss Dorothy Nixon Allen Freeman on the February 5th, and she told me, don't let this happen to this city. I'm not from here. I was raised in Washington, D.C. But I'm going to honor her last wish, and then I'm going and sit on my farm on Warren County and fish then. Okay?
So again, thank you all for your comments. They are heard, and I want you to know that that is the reason we're here. And I know, and we've heard that, we have these meetings and there's nothing that comes out of it. But the reason that we're having this meeting tonight, the reason that we're having this meeting here in this location is so that we can continue the fight. It is a fight. We're in a fight. This is not, nobody said it was going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy. And so, Ms. Rhonda mentioned, having these things on a regular basis. You guys see how many people are here. I had 5 little boys with my brother's nonprofit to go to about 200 houses in this neighborhood to pass out flyers. I took flyers over to the laundromat, the store across the street, the store down the street. I took them over to Sylvia's. So there is no reason why there aren't more people here. So I've been telling, I had a conversation with somebody the other day. I said, each one, teach one, each one, reach one. We have got to reach out. We're talking about younger people being here, being involved. We've got to talk to them. We've got to tell them to come. We've got to take them by the hand and bring them, whatever it is that we have to do. So, I want you to understand that we are in this fight. NAREB's in this fight. The Triangle Board of Realtors is in this fight with you. We're here anytime you need. We're talking about education, right? She was talking about education. That is the key. That is the key. There's no other way we can, the train has left the station with regard to what's going on in downtown. We already know that. But that doesn't mean we have to sit idly by.
Catch the second train. All
right. Well, I like that, catch the second train. But we have got to be able to educate our community and let them know what is available to them. The other young lady talked about foreclosure. We're real estate professionals. We see the numbers, we see the addresses, we know who own properties and who don't own them. We know how to reach out to them. But you've got these investors with all this money. You can't, that money thing is tough, right? And I think somebody brought up the Jobs Act that President Obama signed. So, you know, we're talking about crowdfunding and putting money together to be able to do certain things. Those are things that we need to be talking about in our community. If you want to do
Do
some
y'all have business cards?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Let me say one more thing.
Yes, sir.
We as black people have money. It's just where we spend our money.
That's right.
We went to Africa, bless your heart, to make
You're
that
right.
trip.
That's right.
So
But we couldn't
you're
have
right.
got there, we didn't have money.
That's right.
It is where we spend our money.
God, I'm crying poor.
It's true.
And our God is rich
Amen.
and owns everything. All we gotta do is pool our resources. Come together, pool our resources. And
So,
trust one another, God, and each other.
Amen.
so I just want to go ahead and wrap this up, if that's okay with everybody. I want everybody to have a little bit of time to kind of chat with each other before we leave. I want you to eat a little bit more food before, so that I don't have to take it home. And I just want to say I appreciate all of you who came out tonight. We will continue to have conversations like this. But one of the things I said when we were putting this together, I don't want to just talk about problems. I want to talk about solutions. We're a solutions-oriented organization. I see you guys are talking about some of the solutions, and that's what we need to keep talking about, is what is it that we can do? How can we put together a fund? How can we talk to the community, get into some of these churches and talk to their congregation about what's happening and how we can help them through education, through conversation. I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right? Because there's no need to sit around and just keep talking about it. We've got to be able to do something about it. So with that said, thank you all for coming out. We appreciate it. And just, have some time to meet. Thank you very much.
I wouldn't rush, but I want somebody here to know.